Hey, I hope you are doing good. Thank you for tuning in to this video that I have today. And this video is what if Tennessee makes the college football playoffs in 2025? Now, is it likely? No. And I've said this numerous times in the videos preceding this that I think Tennessee is an 8 or 9 win team. But if a couple things happen, Tennessee could shock the world. They could get into the playoffs, and I'm going to talk about that. I've got the schedule here and to my right, and I'm just going to talk about going through this schedule, what games should be pretty much automatic wins, which wins I think, or which games I think are toss-ups, and which games maybe I think are a loss. So, first and foremost, there is really only one team that I'm going to get into on here that I think is a pretty sure loss. Outside of that, it's either a win or it's a toss-up. So there's a lot of ways this year can go. I think probably the basement is probably 7 wins. That a lot would have to go wrong to get to 7 wins, like a loss to Syracuse or something like that. But I do think the ceiling is Tennessee could get to 10 wins, and I'm going to kind of break this down. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the wins that I think are kind of guaranteed on this schedule, unless something crazy happens in 2025. Syracuse. I think right now Tennessee's about a 14-point favorite in that game. Should beat Syracuse. Now, Syracuse won 10 games last year. They lose their best receiver. They lose McCord, their quarterback. And it's in Atlanta. It'll be basically a home game for Tennessee. Tennessee shouldn't have no issue. That's a win. ETSU, obviously, that's a FCS opponent. That's a win. UAB, win. Mississippi State will be improved, but they'll be one of the 2 worst teams in the SEC this year. Even though it's at Mississippi State, that should be a win. Arkansas. Now, Arkansas, we've not beat Arkansas since 2007, but this is at home. Tennessee's, I think, favored around 10 points right now. Tennessee should win that game. Kentucky is following an Alabama game. It'll be a little bit difficult just because where it's on the schedule, but Kentucky is like they're one of those. It's Kentucky and Mississippi State is the 2 worst SEC teams. We should beat Kentucky even though it's at Kentucky. New Mexico State, obviously that's a win. And then Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt will be a win. Even though Vanderbilt has been better the last year or so than they normally are. So I think we could basically roll out of bed and get to 8 wins. Now, you need 10 wins to get into the college football playoffs. I got 3 toss-ups and I got 1 as I think a definite loss. Alabama, I think, is going to be much improved this year, especially offensively, and their defense is going to be solid again this year as well. Kalen DeBoer is in his 2nd season, and this game is in Tuscaloosa, a place we've not won since 2003. The same thing with Gainesville. We've not won there since 2003. Josh Heupel teams have not played well on the road. Alabama's more talented this year. They're mad if they got beat last year in Knoxville. It'll be hard to beat Alabama. I think that I got that as pretty much a definite loss. That's the only definite loss that I see on this schedule, though, because the other 3 games, I've got them as toss-ups. And let's start with Georgia. Now, Georgia right now is about a 7-point favorite. Georgia's the better team. I mean, they have more talent. Defense, I think it's about a draw. Our defense is one of the top 5 defenses in the SEC. I would give Georgia the edge offensively, though. They do have a quarterback that has a little bit of experience coming back from last year. He's very talented. He doesn't have a ton of experience, and he's going to be coming to Neyland Stadium. It's going to be his first SEC game, and it's going to be on the road in Neyland. So I got this game as a toss-up because here's the thing. If Tennessee can jump out, it'll be hard. The crowd gets into the game. It will be hard for a young quarterback to overcome that. And I think our defense will come to play. The problem is our offense, who's replacing 4 starters against that Georgia defense. It'll be hard to move the ball. I think this game points are going to be a premium. I think Georgia wins this game. But if somehow Tennessee can come out of there with a win, you're looking at Tennessee probably being 6-0 going into the Alabama game. Tennessee is 6-0 going to the Alabama game. Odds are they're going to get into the playoffs. Now, beating Georgia, we've not done that since 2016. That's easier said than done. But if they can somehow start the year off in SEC play at the 3rd game of the year and get that win, Tennessee will be well on their way to getting into the college football playoffs. Another game that is, in my opinion, the most important game on the schedule is Oklahoma. Oklahoma is literally a coin flip. I mean, Tennessee's probably a little bit better defensively than Oklahoma is, but still, Oklahoma has still R. Mason Thomas and a bunch of studs over there on their defensive side, too. They're going to be good. They're bringing in Mateer from Washington State. Very good quarterback. I would give Oklahoma the advantage offensively. Now, this game's in Neyland, so that's a huge advantage, but this game will be a very, very good game, and honestly, I don't know who will win that game. It'll be interesting to see how Tennessee does this year, if they improve or not. I've got that as a toss-up, but if Tennessee wants any kind of chance at making the college football playoffs, they have to win that game against Oklahoma. Now, Florida is the other toss-up. I've got 3 toss-up games, and Florida's the last one. Now, I give Florida the edge in this game. I think they match up pretty evenly in this game. It's in the swamp. But, will they have DJ Lagway? He's kind of prone to injuries. He's a great quarterback, but defensively, Florida's not the greatest. Now, offensively, I think they're better than we are, but I like our defense better than Florida's. Florida's only about a 3-point favorite right now going into that game, so that to me is a toss-up. Even though it's in Gainesville, if our defense can come in, keep them under 20 points, Tennessee has a chance to win that game. So anyway, if those 4 games, which is Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Florida, if we can steal 2 of those games, I think we get to 10 wins. Now, that's a lot easier said than done, right? And I'm not picking, this is not a video saying Tennessee's getting to the college football playoffs, but I think it is doable. So a lot of things have to happen. You have to get off to a good start, too. You can't lose to a Syracuse team or something like that. If you lose to Syracuse or if you lose to Oklahoma or anything like that, or you stub your toe against Arkansas, you're not getting to the college football playoffs. But if Tennessee can win those 8 games that they're supposed to win, that they're going to be favored in, that's 8 wins, and they need to steal 2 of the last 4 games there that I talked about. It's a tall task, but it's doable. I've seen crazier things happen. Guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all later.